right. So I'm going to do a bit of an unscheduled all signs general tarot reading in September 7th through 13th, 2020. Again, this is all signs. I did not schedule this. Having a problem with scheduling live streams. So anyway, this is mainly for those of you who are going to watch the restream. And we'll start with probably fire signs. And I'm going to give it a few minutes before I get going. And we'll see what's going on. Again, this is a general reading, so this isn't about anything specific. So anything can come up in this. So what is going on with everyone? This is definitely some, gosh, I feel like there's just a lot of tension, a lot of anticipation. But we're going to do about a 5-minute read for each sign. And if there's time afterwards, my kids are all napping, so this is nice. All my boys are napping. It's a good time for me to do a midday. I got dinner on the stove, so productive today. So I even got time for this. It's amazing. All right, so we're going to do Aries, then Leo, then Sag. Keep in mind that, this in these tarot readings, it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to fit everybody's situation. It just possibly can't be. And I think everybody knows that, so if it's not for you, there's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. And with that said, check your chart, because our charts are so diverse and they have so many different placements and things going on in them. To me, it's almost like a fingerprint. And so that could actually bring you more clarity when it comes to tarot readings, especially when you go reading by sign. Now, personal readings are different, it's definitely much different. But let's see what's happening. Again, this is an unscheduled kind of, hey, I got time to do this and I'm going to do it. So I think I'm about ready to roll. And for those of you who are coming in on the restream, again, this is all signs, September 7th through the 13th, 2020. I'm all shuffled up. We're going to start with Aries and see what is happening with you, Aries. What is the big theme for you right now, moving into the week ahead? Let's take a peek and see. And for anybody popping in and out of the live stream, it's so much easier to do this than it is to record videos, than it is to then upload them and do all that. I still do that, but this is just so much easier. A lot easier on me. All right. Aries. So I'm going to timestamp this Aries at 3:26, and I'll post timestamps in the description. Message in a bottle. So this is if you're waiting for something, or you might get some unexpected news. So let's take a peek and see what this might be about for you, Aries. A message in the bottle. Knight of Pentacles. So if you've been waiting for some financial breakthrough, some money to come in, this might be your week. Four of Wands. It might be something that helps you to maintain your status quo of living. So if you have anything struggling financially or some difficulties, I think a lot of people have. I mean, who hasn't? This has been a trying time. So you might be waiting for something to come through for you. And this is something that, a message in a bottle is slow to come in. And so is the Knight of Pentacles. It's not very fast. Alternatively, too, this could be somebody from your recent past that might be revisiting you with some good news or something to that effect. But I do feel like this is something that helps you to maintain status quo with the Four of Wands. It could be about, a commitment, a higher level of commitment. It could be about your home and family. And I do feel like it's about your home and your overall general stability, though. A lot of people, you know, have their own different methods for reading tarot, and mine is a lot different than others. And so I always feel like, to me, first impression is the most important, first and foremost. One more for you, Aries, for the week ahead. Five of Swords. So, you know, it might be something that remedies a situation that you've been waiting a long time for, or it might be something that is overdue for you. So yeah, some of you might feel like this, that you've been in an unfair situation, or something has just not have has been unfair for you. You know, I don't feel like this Five of Swords really represents uh, I feel like it's just impatience and feeling like that what you've been due has not come through. And so finally, in the coming week, if you've been waiting for money, if you've been waiting for a message about your stability, finances, and that kind of thing, it does feel like, okay, there's something that does come through for you. Maybe it's just a message about what's about to transpire. And so it's good news, and it's uplifting. Maybe it is actual a nest egg or something that you've been waiting for. And for some of you, again, alternatively, like I said, it could be somebody coming back into your life. Could be a relative. It could be it could be anybody, really. It could be an ex. It could be anybody. But whatever it is, there's some kind of good news. There's something. I think, to me, it like ends this feeling of kind of despair and being cheated out of something, or just something overall being very difficult and unfair to handle. So Aries, I feel like you get a little bit of change this coming week, a little room to breathe, and hopefully, you know, if you've been waiting for that to come in, hopefully this is for you. Hopefully this is what's coming toward you if you've been waiting for that. I do have it's funny, I have my wife texting me. Well, that's not important. So anyway, Leo, she lost her headphones grocery shopping. She loses everything all the time. And breaks her phone all the time. All right, so Leo, what is going on with you in the week ahead? Again, Leo, this is a general tarot reading. It could be about anything, and it's not topic specific. So again, my disclaimer, I read cards differently. I don't assign zodiacs to cards normally. Sometimes I might, but it's just not my method, and I have my reasons for that. And I read first impression. You got breathe. So I do feel like maybe this might be the week of good news for a lot of people, but this might also be a reminder to you to just wait for it. Just wait for it. Remain centered. Remain calm, and not to let a situation get the best of you. So let's see what's happening with you in the week ahead. I'm going to use the Dreaming Way Tarot. I feel like this is the right deck for you, Leo, right now. And let's see what this breathe card is all about. I do feel like I want to pull a blessing card for you too. So, but let's see. Knight of Swords. Interesting. The Star. Very cool. So, yeah, I kind of felt this like having to just wait for it. Like there's something you have to be patient for. And I feel like you want to go running in or charging after something. But I think this is like something has to materialize over time. You have Ten of Swords here. This is something that's left you felt very defeated. And I feel like, okay, the Ten of Swords is over, and the bottom of the deck you have Strength. So let's get into this real quick, Leo. As soon as I pulled this breathe card out, to me it almost felt like just wait for it, be patient, remain calm, because all is going to be well. Things will eventually work themselves out and get better for you, Leo. You also have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords here, you do want to go toward you want to speak your mind. Maybe you're holding back, maybe you're biting your tongue a little bit, but there's definitely this feeling of defeat. But Ten of Swords, to me, this is a completion. It's over with, but it is a hard thing to feel the energy of Ten of Swords, because it's not just one knife in the back. It's 10, you know, it's like the ultimate in just feeling defeated. But you have the Star here and all of this trouble. So the Star is the beginning of a wish being manifest. And in that manifestation, of your wish, you do finally get to see something come through for you, Leo. but it's a little ways off. So again, this to me, the message here is to wait for it. Just wait for it. Don't give up. Know that you know what you're going through, what you're praying for, what you're asking for, your troubles. They're not unheard. They're not you know, just going out into empty space. So you definitely have something good finally starting to kind of materialize for you. You do get the ball rolling. You do get things going. And in this is like the beginning of seeing this star manifest into the sun at some point down the road. But there's still, it's a week ahead of patience, more patience for you, and maybe holding back a little bit and not rushing in. And I think this is all about divine timing for you, Leo. So whatever you're going through that has just been a difficult situation, I think for you, Leo, it could be about finances and money. It could be about job. It could be about a relationship. It really could be about anything. This is a general reading. It isn't for any one person specific. So a blessing for forgiveness. I did say it could be about a relationship. So maybe there is something that's going to be healed over time between you and somebody else. And in that, you know, you just have to be patient. You have to allow things to work out on their own time. And, you know, just hang tight, Leo. There's still more to come for you. The star is here. The star is the most important message to me in your reading. And it's the beginning of that manifestation coming through for you at some point in the near future. But you do have to, again, wait for it. You can't rush it. You can't rush things in your situation because things have to be worked out on a higher level. I feel like there's just things you can't force and make happen in your timing. That's all about divine timing for you, Leo. And we're going to do Sagittarius in a second here. Pisces. I can do Pisces after Sagittarius. I'm not really doing this for the live stream. It's more for the restream because it's easier. But I'm happy to do any sign now if anybody's on. I do have a few people on, so that's fine. I can do Pisces for you. But I'm going to do Sagittarius first at 12:20, so I can timestamp these. Sagittarius, what is coming up for you the week ahead? Let's see. Sagittarius, the week ahead. Knight of Cups, and I do want to pull a couple other cards from a different deck for you. Ace of Cups, nice. Okay, Eight of Cups. You got love on your mind. You got something. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. You definitely have love on your mind. I think the next week for you, Sagittarius, coming up is about love or a love relationship. I do feel like this is like maybe repairing an issue in your relationship. It could be about forgiveness. It could be about trying things over again, starting over again. You know, the Knight of Cups. I don't think this is you. I think this is somebody gushing toward you, somebody coming toward you. I think there is an offer of like trying to, fix anything that has gone wrong, trying to have a new start, trying to pick up where you left off. So this could be, you could be dealing with an ex. You could be dealing with somebody you're currently in a relationship with. So I think that this is all about somebody who is actually coming toward you. And the Ace of Cups, I feel like you really actually do consider this. You do consider it. I don't think it's something that you turn down right away. You have the Eight of Cups. And you know, you may or may not take this. I think that this is going to be a difficult decision for you, Sagittarius. If you got somebody that's kind of popping in and out of your life, or they're trying to come back around another time, you might actually decide it's not for you. But you might have you might think about it for a little bit. It might be something that you have a hard time with. I don't know, for whatever reason, but also alternatively too, the Eight of Cups could be just like walking toward that new commitment. Also, so when you say this is about walking away, but to me, a lot of times this is about walking toward something new or walking toward an objective. And abandoning what hasn't worked in the past. So maybe this is all about a new commitment. Do you take it? I don't know. Maybe you don't, but that's for you to decide. Sagittarius. So definitely a week of love for you. Love and relationships. It's on your mind. That's what is happening for you, for many of you. All right, Sagittarius, come to the edge. You know, this, like I said, you might be really compelled to take this offer of love. You might be very compelled to actually jump on it. You know, I think this to you, it might feel like a risk if you've been hurt or with this person in the past, you've been wounded. If it's been something that's just caused you a lot of trouble, it's been difficult. It's maybe something that you uh, makes you really hesitant because this might be about taking a risk to you. But you might, I think you might really feel that it is genuine this time around. But I don't know that you are 100% on board with this, Sagittarius. So it remains to be seen. But look out for this coming to you next week. You know, in your either your love relationship, an offer to fix, repair it, to start over, or somebody from your past coming through, trying to, you know, pop into your life again. And, you know, it's a lot of times we don't know what we had until we lost it, right? So Sagittarius, we're going to do, I'll do Pisces. Pisces. What is going on with you, Pisces? I'm going to pull one of these first. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot too. Blessing on growing older. I feel this card. So for some of you, you could have somebody in your life that's aging. You can have an aging parent, or for others of you, this could be about growing older and looking back and think, where did the time go? But with, you know, with growing up and getting older comes wisdom, comes experience. And I think this is a blessing on your experience for you. So that's just an added message. I think that's nice. All right, Pisces, 8 of Cups. Let's see what this is about. 6 of Cups. And Death and Rebirth. So Pisces, changes. You know, I think this is about a transition you might be going through. And that in that transition, to me, it's all about looking back at the past. But you know what just strikes me as really strange is this card, A Blessing on Growing Older. You might be really reminiscent of your past, your childhood, your youth, growing up, siblings, you know, anything like that. Or it could be a marriage that you had some time ago and you had kids with this person. But anyway, to me, this is like reflecting on the past. There's something about the past that you're really stuck on, and not in a negative way. I don't feel like it's being stuck in a negative way. I feel like it does, you know, kind of bring some good emotions to the surface, but it's kind of bittersweet. So I think this week you're kind of reflecting on the past, but I think there's also like this feeling that you are releasing something from the past and deciding that it's time for you to not continually dwell on a situation or continually dwell on something that's lost or over with. And so there's like a lot of reflection in this, but in this is like growth. You know, growing up, this doesn't have to be physically getting older necessarily, though it could be, but it's also about growing up and that wisdom gained through those life experiences. And so whatever this is about, whether it's about your childhood or whether it's about a marriage from the past or something to that effect, it's really just it's like you're looking back at things and then deciding, okay, I need to just, I need to release myself. I need to move on. There were some good times, but it's bittersweet. And it's like there are new things ahead for you. I love in this deck, Death and Rebirth. To me, Death and Rebirth, it just speaks the death card in a completely different way, because, you know, after every ending, we have a choice to start again. We have a chance at something new. And, you know, that in itself, I think, speaks profoundly for you. So it's just a lot about transition and change in your life right now, and getting to the point where you are completely releasing yourself and moving forward. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. Yeah, it's like, things can really kick our asses, and we grow from our experiences, hopefully. I know it's taken me a time or two to learn the same lesson, you know, especially being a Leo. I'm not easily persuaded. You're welcome. Thank you for popping in. And again, for those of you that are watching on the restream, this is all signs, just the general check-in, 7th through the 13th, 2020, September. And we're going to do Scorpio. Let's keep it simple for me. Timestamp that. Scorpio. What is going on with Scorpios? Let's see what's happening with Scorpios. First and foremost, I'm really compelled to pull one of these. I rarely pull these out because these are extra special to me. And I feel like Scorpio needs an extra special message. So let's see what's happening. Heart chakra. Yeah, getting back to your center, getting back to love, but this is getting back to loving yourself. This is a self-acceptance, I think. We can't love if we don't love ourselves. And this isn't an egotistical kind of love. It's not like being up in our head and full of ourselves. It's if we don't love ourselves, we will let people walk all over us. So Scorpio, let's dig into this and see what's going on with you the week ahead. Go the distance. Nice. A challenge, definitely being challenged, or maybe like contemplating whether it's time to give up on something. I don't know. You could be any number of circumstances, Scorpio. So let's see and apply this how you will. If it resonates with you, if not, that's okay. Okay, Page of Cups. I do feel like, to me, this is about self-love. I feel like I really do. Like, 9 of Cups. Okay, very nice. Judgment. Bottom of the deck. King of Wands. Okay, so Scorpio, this to me like feels like very self-centered in a positive way. I do feel like, okay, this heart chakra card here, like I said, I rarely pull these cards out. These are very special cards to me. But this is about getting back to yourself. This is like loving yourself. This is healing. This is getting through challenges. This is, discovering the truth about yourself and being okay and happy with yourself, actually treating yourself as you would want others to treat you. So not letting people walk all over you, not being just something that people can take advantage of. And so Scorpio, I feel like the message in this to me is like, this is about a healing journey and going the distance to me. I read cards intuitively. So before I even get to like that base meaning of what the tarot card generally means overall, I don't regurgitate card meanings. So it's like my first impression. And to me, this is like you are on a mission. You are on a journey to heal yourself, to bring yourself back to wholeness. And I think like this is Page of Cups to me is like messages from your higher self. It's like it's like there's this like discovery of yourself and really getting to understand your worth and value. Like truly your worth, your true worth and true value. In this journey is like true happiness when you're truly happy and in love with yourself, and you are like at a completion in this healing journey. I think like then it's time for you to move on, and I think you got great things coming your way. So some of you might have been through some really like narcissistic kind of bullshit. You might have been through some really tough stuff, and so there's this feeling like sometimes we can get brainwashed when we're in a relationship or we've dealt with people in our lives that have like told us we're something we're not, and we start to believe that, and that's like such a shame. So Scorpio, you are on an amazing, healing, beautiful journey, and to me, Judgment is all about a spiritual awakening. This is waking up to oneself. This is waking up to spirituality. This is coming out of the dark night of the soul. This is all those things kind of wrapped into one, and I just have to hold tightly to what that means here, the way I see the cards. So Scorpio, definitely a beautiful reading for you, because this is all about internal transformation and becoming the best version of yourself. Again, we're talking about life experience. And so this is all about that life experience teaching you something. So Scorpio, I love this. This is good for you. We're going to do Cancer. Cancer. 2510. Oh, what am I going to use? What am I going to use? What deck should I use? Cancer, let's go with the Gilded Tarot for you. All right, Six of Wands, Cancer. Death. So definitely a feeling of, it's like getting, it's like doing the victory dance, or like you have a reason to just kind of, I almost feel like for some of you, this is like I told you so. You may have been sticking to something, and maybe some people didn't agree with what you were doing, but it nonetheless, I feel like this carried you through a situation, and you have a reason to just be proud of your efforts and your determination, your strength, your will. And so moving forward, you have the Death card, and that's the end of that. You know, this is all over with. You're on your beginning, or you're on the cusp of something new, moving ahead. That might take time to manifest and materialize. You might get time to kind of relish in your success. And you might have a little bit of time to just reflect back on your experience in the week ahead. So a feeling of completion for you. And let's see, Three of Cups, definitely a reason to feel good and to celebrate, in a sense that this isn't a party, but it's like, you know, it's a major accomplishment. It's getting over a major hurdle. And this brings it to a close. So that, you know, this is a new chapter beginning for you. Page of Pentacles. You get to go in pursuit of, I think this frees you up to pursue other things that are more beneficial for you. I think you're in an energy clearing kind of phase now. I think this is like new energy coming in for you. And, you know, you do have the Five of Swords here, though. So the Five of Swords, I feel like let's just be a little careful. Don't make any rush decisions or judgments when it comes to anything that you have recently, you're completing or you're going through. I almost feel like somebody might want to pull you back into a situation. And I think that you've won the battle. You know, this isn't just winning the battle, it's winning the war. So there's just a lot of things going on in your life in the recent past, and you're finally nearing the ending of all of this. But somebody might want to pull you backwards. They might want to make you backslide into this, but you're not having it. You see the ending is in plain sight for you coming ahead in the next week, and you get to finally just take a break and take a breather, and feel good about your efforts and your accomplishments. Cancer, you have between worlds. So like I said, you're like at the end of something and at the beginning of something new. And in that is something that I think you can be proud of. I think just you have to wait for it. Be patient. Don't let anybody suck you back into any drama. And in that, you know, you'll find the next chapter of your life beginning to open up and unfold before you. Okay. I'm going to do Taurus. Taurus. All right. Taurus, what is happening with you right now? What is the theme for you the week ahead? What's going on in your life? Again, this can be about anything and everything. I read cards intuitively first impression, and then we can apply any meaning of the tarot card to that. So Taurus, we're going to see, this is an open reading, what might be coming your way. Time to go, Taurus. Maybe you're hesitating. Maybe you're waiting for a sign, waiting for something to tell you, you know, it's time to go, time to move on. Maybe you're afraid to make a move, hesitation. Eight of Wands. Time to go. This is the time. You might be on a fast-paced week coming ahead, and there might be a lot going on for you. And so I think this is saying this is the right time for you to start taking care of some things that may be unfinished business, things that you haven't really tended to, or things that you were worried or afraid to make decisions about. But let's see. Eight of Swords. Again, I do feel like being worried about, okay, making an actual decision or commitment. It brings you a lot of worry, might bring you a lot of anxiety. And so that might have been why you have this time to go. There's this hesitation, but Taurus, it's time to move forward. Things that will pick up very quickly in the week ahead. Things will be very fast paced for you. And, you know, I think you got to let go of this feeling, the Eight of Swords, like being trapped, you know, living in fear, being worried about committing to something. The Devil. So again, feeling trapped, being worried about committing to something, Taurus. So I think the week ahead just is a little bit challenging for you in the sense that, you know, you might have this fear of making a commitment or committing to something. It can be about anything. It could be about work. It could be about relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be really literally any situation. You might have to make a life change decision, and you might have been holding off on that for some time. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups, though. So this is good. This eventually leads to something good. Maybe not this week. You don't see that. But it definitely leads to something good, and I don't think that that's too far off for you down the road. So it's just time to make some changes you've been putting off. Virgo. 3124. Virgo. What's going on, Virgo? The Tower comes out this week. Why? Four of Swords. You need to get away from something that is not for your highest good, Virgo. So be on the lookout this week, Queen of Wands. Be on the lookout for something that, in Judgment, be on the lookout for something that kind of maybe disrupts things for you this week ahead. But it's a good disruption. I think it gives you the ability to disconnect from something. And maybe this is just something that the universe is saying, hey, we're shaking things up because you need to get away from a certain situation, something that's not for your highest good or not for your benefit. And it does really, I think the Queen of Wands, it almost like leads you back to a period of rest and relaxation, self-care, that type of thing. And I think it helps bring you clarity and when it comes to making decisions also with the Judgment card. So Virgo, definitely a little bit of a shakeup this week, but I think just go with it because it's going to kind of there's like this feeling of being a forceful disconnect from a situation that maybe you need to get away from. But it brings you, I think it brings you back to feeling better toward the end of the week or going into the following week because, you know, that Queen of Wands to me, it's like finally getting back to yourself. Like maybe you need some self-care, your time to yourself. Time to go comes out again. So again, so that's second time that card has come out. And we're going to do Capricorn. 38. All right, Capricorn. I got to shuffle these really good again here. Capricorn. So what is going on with you the week ahead? Let's see. Could be anything and everything, Capricorn. What is your message? I got people calling my phone like crazy. Actually, I'm on call, which kind of sucks, but another time this card comes out today. Breathe. Capricorn, breathe. What is breathe about? Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. But let's see. Let's push through this. The Devil comes out again. Different deck, the Devil. Yeah, feeling overwhelmed. Nine of Wands. I feel like this is like something, this is a battle that's not for you to fight coming up this week. So if you're going through something, you're ensnared in something, it's like not your circus, not your monkeys. And you have the Six of Coins. I think that I think somebody might be trying to manipulate you into something. I don't know why. I feel like there's some very manipulative energy here for you. And I think that it's something you need to get away from. So be on the lookout the coming week. If somebody is trying to manipulate you or put something on you that isn't yours to own or yours to take care of. To me, the Six of Coins, when I saw that card, it was manipulation. This could be in a relationship, Two of Cups. So you might have a person in your life. This could be romantic. It could possibly be just somebody else that you're close to. So I do feel like somebody is going to try and get you to do something. And I feel like it's like somebody wants you to go against your own will on something, Capricorn. So be on the lookout the week ahead. Just, do what is for your highest good and what's in your best interest. So it could be an interesting week for you. I call it like I see it when the cards come out. So not everything's unicorns and rainbows. We don't live in a world full of unicorns and rainbows. So we are going to do okay, which sign do I want to do? Gemini, 36 minutes. Gemini, let's pull a blessing card for you. I did do, no, not yet. I didn't do Libra. Libra is after Gemini. Gemini, a blessing for support. Okay, so your spirit guides, your angels, your guardian angels, all these people in the unseen, and those in your life, there are those around you who are offering support. If you don't have somebody in the physical supporting you in a situation or circumstance, you have those on your spiritual team that if you could poke a hole in the veil and look, you would see you have a team of those rallied around you. You also have milk and honey. And so, you might have, you might either be going towards something that you have a dream about, you believe in, or you might have lost something that kind of took away your stability. But let's, before I say too much, let's see what comes out. You might be going alone. Nine of Wands here. I do feel like you might actually be going it alone on something the week ahead, and so it's it's like that's why you need that support, because maybe people don't see eye to eye with you, or or it could be what's best for you may not be best for somebody else, and so some people might not like that either. But I think you have a vision, but I think that again you're kind of going solo. And so the week ahead is maybe a little bit of a lonely feeling for you. Yeah, the moon, again, lonely feeling. The moon is the lesser light. It's the light of the night. So quite often in the energy of the moon, we have to rely on our intuitive senses to find our way around to get our answers. The sun illuminates everything, and so nothing is really unseen. But the moon, we have to really tap into our own internal compass, really tap into that intuitive side of, but also not to get over imaginative, So I do feel like you might be in a little bit of a lonely place the week ahead, but I think it's because you have a purpose and a plan for yourself that maybe some people just don't quite see. And the Four of Pentacles is here. And so it's something you are very, very fond of, very holding tight to, something you believe in very much. So I think that's what's the week ahead for you, Gemini. And yes, Libra is next. Libra at 38. I like that. 38. Libra, you're welcome. And again, anybody popping in and out of the live stream, I do appreciate you popping in. All right, Libra. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Okay. That might be just an added message for you, or it might be about what you're going through. I don't know. Unfinished Symphony. Okay, that's beautiful. Actually, I love when that card comes out. To me, it's like a lot about like really taking care of yourself, working on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. Um, but also it's about something beautiful that takes time. It doesn't, a symphony is made of many movements, and so that is life. So you might be in a chapter of your life that might be making you feel a little melancholy. All right, okay, so you have the King of Swords here. I do feel like this is like kind of a bit of loneliness. The King of Swords can often be alone in his thoughts and in his or her beliefs. I'm not assigning gender here. I'm just saying that in this reading. But, so you might be in a little bit of a place of being alone. Four of Swords comes out again. So we have a few cards stalking here today. And again, this might be just that sense of melancholy, being a little bit alone, feeling a little bit alone. But there's something. This is about something more beautiful in your life. At some point, it's like sometimes a symphony. It has points where it's climactic, and sometimes where it is very emotional and deep. So you might just be going through some things. And you might be feeling a little bit alone, but in the week ahead, I think this is like a temporary thing. You might have people around you and just feel alone right now, and it could just be a temporary place that you're in. But the Page of Wands, I think this is something you get yourself out of. You might actually have somebody kind of being your cheerleader and cheering you on, helping you out, trying to lift your spirits and pick you up, Libra. So I think that's kind of where you're at the week ahead. It just might be a period of being in a little bit of a funk. You might already be there. You might be trying to get out of it. Okay, and finally, Aquarius, and we're going to end it. 4131. Aquarius. Let's have the best reading ever and end it with something really awesome. My son Ansel, he's an Aquarius, and he's 2.5. He is just off the hook, crazy man. He's like incredibly bright and brilliant, but he's incredibly temperamental. It's like sometimes I don't know how to handle him. Aquarius. So Four of Swords. So it doesn't matter what deck I pull. This is coming out today, and so I think maybe it's just like a theme for the collective. There's just this need to disconnect from anything toxic, self care, taking care of oneself. Maybe coming out of the darkness and seeing things for what they are. But that's really more of a hermit thing. But we'll see. You have the Two of Swords, so maybe it's taking time out, Aquarius, to evaluate what's good for you and what's not good for you, some changes you need to make in your life. There might be some big life changes or some small things, but it's something that you might not be able to just make a decision in the moment. It might be something you actually have to think about and ponder. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely like the feeling of trying to embetter yourself and bring yourself to maybe a better place. Maybe you have to decide about a job, or you have to decide about some things to do with your finances. It could even be a relationship that could be like sucking you dry. Who knows? But it's really about trying to make some decisions and choices, something you can't do in the moment, something you really have to think about in order to get to a better place. And so, Aquarius, I think that, again, this is a little bit about yourself this week, like a lot of other people, really being taking care of yourself. And for you, it's in order to really thoughtfully make some decisions. And of course, that's an Aquarius, being very thoughtful, analytical, not missing any detail in a situation. So Aquarius, what else do you have? Building blocks. So Queen of Pentacles is here. So this could be about, bettering yourself down the road for the future ahead. And that can apply in any situation or scenario. So Aquarius, that's kind of your theme for the week ahead. It's just, having to see things for what they are, but having to take some time away from a situation, so have some quiet time, and really decide what is either good for you or not good for you, or maybe you have a choice you're faced with that you have to make a decision on this week ahead. And so it's, you know, it's down to time to being having to make that decision for you. But it does, I think, like it's all about something that's going to better you down the road with the Queen of Pentacles and building blocks. Building blocks, it's a great card, but I'm going to pull one of these and end it here. And again, thank you to everybody popping in and out. And for those of you on the restream, it's where the majority of the views come from. I will timestamp this in the description and the comments. One more for you, Aquarius. And I think I got some phone calls. A blessing to lift sadness. So this might be something that's just giving you a lot of grief. It might be a difficult decision, but I think that this is like saying you're blessed, you're being supported, but you need to maybe connect with things in a more spiritual way and see things for what they are, the big picture. Maybe there's just a way you're not looking at whatever you're going through. And so you just need time to find that clarity to make the absolute right decision for you. So Aquarius, that's what you have. And thank you everybody for popping in. The restream people, I will timestamp these and it will be in the comments and the description. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day. I will be posting the rest of the general readings today, tomorrow, and the next day for mid-month. And have a great day. Thank you, Maddie.